Hello, all you hardcore boxing fans out there. How are you doing? It's Russ here from Porky's Corner, voice of hardcore boxing. But then again, you know that already, don't you? Because that's why you've tuned in. Right, couple of things before I introduce my next guest. I want to thank everybody for liking and subscribing and leaving a comment. I want to thank everybody for the emails and rejoining the members area since I came back. So thank you very much. And thank you for sharing the videos on WhatsApp. All right. Right. Second thing I want to point out, merchandise, nothing to do with me, but the links underneath, you need to deal with Cameron for that. The email is porkycorner@mail.com if you have a problem buying any of it. So people keep asking me. So, all right. That's all right, really, for the introduction. Today I'm joined by Alex from Donny, sunny Donny. How are you doing, Alex? You okay?
All right, Russ, mate.
Right. What have you been up to?
Just been working in that, mate. Watched boxing at weekend. Some boxing this weekend. I think O'Hara Davis and that are fighting. Rocky Fielding, Manilo Jack and that. So we're watching that, I reckon, mate.
Right, let me just turn this heating off because I'm red hot now.
Yeah.
All right, let's get down to business then. Alex Hill from Doncaster. Put these on, it does help. Right, a couple of things I want to speak to you about. I've jotted a few things down, so we'll go balls deep. Mandatories. What do you think, Alex, about mandatories in the sport of boxing being used for rematches for certain people? Do you think that that takes it away from what it is? What do you think?
Well, all the four organisations like WBA, IBF, WBC, IBO, and all that, they have all these international belts, all these intercontinental belts, and I think it's just greed for like sanction fees and that. You know, one thing comes to my mind when Bridges fought Shannon Courtney. There were like 8 and 9. I don't know why the bother. I think Jay Quigley at weekend, he were 9th in WBO to fight Andrade. I just think it's a joke, really. All positions and all that, right? You should be number one. I know WBA, they had them interim belts, didn't they? And that they just took them away and that. But I know some fighters step aside money as well and that, like, so, you know.
Well, my own personal opinion on it is this: you work your way up, right?
Yeah.
To a position of being the mandatory. You go up into the rankings, you promote a manager, whatever it is, the lobby to get you in there. You beat kids in rankings, you get into that position. Why should you have to fight the champion twice? It's wrong, isn't it? To be free of it. Whatever happened to beating the champion becomes a contender again, and we keep it all ticking over.
Yeah.
It's like Anthony Joshua beat by Ruiz, got a rematch. Beat by Usyk, got a rematch. What's going on here? I know. Sorry, I'm not sure if the Ruiz one were a mandatory, but I know the Usyk one were a mandatory, and I just think it's wrong.
Yeah.
I just want to know what you thought about it and what the fans think about it. Leave a comment.
Russ, do you know the Usyk when Usyk fought Joshua? Was it the WBO what ordered that? Because they were number one in WBO, weren't they?
Yeah, I think so. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I think it was WBO.
Yeah. I just think it's. I think boxing's in a recession now. I think fans are getting sick of having to pay, 20 quid a fight and all that. Like, it's just to line the promoters' pockets. I think mandatories. I think you should be number one mandatory to fight for a title and not like third or fourth. You know, I don't get that. I know the promoters bid for purse bids and that. So you know, but I just think it's just in a recession boxing now. Like,
all right. What do you think about drug testing? Do you think it's fair? Do you think that certain people they get really tiny bans, and
yeah,
and other people?
Drug testing. I think, in my opinion, in boxing, the higher profile you are as a boxer, you get away with it. You know, I think Oscar Valdez failing an A and B sample, and WBC still let him fight. Some boxers, I think, did Dillian White get a 6 month ban?
Oh,
And
yeah.
they're training in the training camp anyway. They fight twice a year, 6 month ban, and then you've got like people like Liam Cameron who gets a 4 year ban because he fought him. Do you know what I mean?
Let me just stop you there because you're asking me questions and I answer them yourself.
Oh, sorry.
All right. You asked me about Dylan White. Did he get a 6 month ban? Got a 2 year ban.
All right.
Got a 2 year ban. And the other one, we never got the B sample, did we?
No.
But yeah, Liam Cameron did get a 4 year ban, yeah, which is up in April.
Yeah. I've seen him on Twitter. He's losing weight and that, like. So I hope he makes a little comeback, like.
Yeah, I do. A good lad, Liam.
Yeah.
So you're not happy with drug testing situation? You think that's
No.
We're not happy with man. Well,
I think if you fail a test, you should be banned indefinitely, Ross.
Yeah, you're probably right. What do you think about ticket deals?
What, for like small hall shows?
Yeah.
I think obviously, like, you see like Steffi Bull and Ryan Rhodes, I think they are their fighters, do they have to sell something like 100 tickets to get on show or something?
I don't know.
You know, that's what I've heard, and that, like, I think you probably see some good prospects in young fighters who probably don't know that many people and they don't sell that many tickets, like, but you know, it's just to line promoters. I know they haven't got like small hall shows, haven't got TV deals and that, like, but yeah, I think if you can sell them, then you've got a better position as a professional. But like I say, I think professionals are business and amateurs are a sport, boxing. But small hall ticket shows, yeah, like at Dome and that, they usually get about 1,000 people. A couple of years ago, I went to a show there, like, and there were quite a lot. But yeah, I think small hall shows and that, they have to really, because the promoter won't make any money, will they?
Do you think that ticket deals, this ticket deal culture that we've got now in boxing, do you feel that it's kind of like putting people in a position where I want to be a boxer, and if they're really popular but they're not a good boxer, they're going to get more opportunities than the kids who can fight, who don't do as many tickets? So do you feel that the answer is that the promoters should do more to promote the show, because their jobs as promoters, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they've got social media and that, and you know, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, whatever they've got, they can promote that on, and that's it. I know old days it used to be just a poster, didn't it? Really, like, and then boxers' mobile number at bottom to get tickets. But yeah, like I said, you've probably some good prospects who can't sell tickets, so promoted them, put them on. You know what I mean?
All right. What do you think about Boxer, their deal with Sky? Do you think that's going to move the sport forward?
Yeah, I think it's the 11th of December. BT, Sky, and DAZN. I think it's healthy competition against the other promotions. But yeah, they've just started. I watched the light welterweight series a few weeks ago. What Corey Gibbs won. But yeah, they've signed some decent boxers in that. Tasha Jonas has just signed for him. But with boxing, the fight I really want to see, Russ, is Clarissa Shields versus Savannah Marshall.
Yeah, we seem to have been talking about that fight for a long time now, don't we?
Yeah. Liam Williams was supposed to fight Eubank, but he's pulled out of the boxer. What boxer promoting? But Clarissa Shields is fighting on the undercard. And I'm 99.9% certain that her and Savannah will have a face-off in ring.
Oh, face-offs, eh? You'll love that, won't you, Alex?
Yeah.
I like a good face-off.
Yeah. Can't beat it.
Have you been a boxing fan long, Alex?
Yeah. My first fight ever watched were Bruno Tyson. 96, second fight, 7.5.
You were 7.5 then?
Yeah.
So you're 33 now then?
Yeah, 33.
Good man. Sky bias. Do you think that initially when boxers started, it looked like they weren't as biased, but after the weekend's events and looking at all the interviews and things like that, do you feel that it's worse than ever?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I think obviously is it the Sutherland what do you call him, who promote Eubank, Sutherland's, don't they? They're involved with boxing. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, they're involved with them, aren't they? So, but obviously they've just started with big shows this year. So, see next year really see how they put fights on and that.
Right. Okay. Bit of a change of pace here now. Jose Burton.
Yeah.
We're dead at the weight of the weekend. Everybody knows that. He's a big 6'4" lad, nice kid. Do you feel that he's caught in no man's land between 175 and 200 pounds? And do you think that Jose's too big for 175? He's too small for 200 pound cruiser. Do you think that we could do with a light cruiserweight division at say 188, something like that?
Yeah. Yeah, like you say, Jose, it was 6'4". I don't know if he did a weight cut or anything, but with weight cuts in boxing, like you said it, I've heard you say before, we hot water out your body and all that. Do you know what I mean? And then you're fighting a professional fighter. But yeah, light heavyweights 175, cruiserweights 2. But yeah, I think he should move up in weight now, Jose. I like him with being a Joe Gallagher fighter and that. But yeah, he looked drained when he fought .
The point I'm trying to make is if Jose Burton steps up to cruiserweight, when he fights a cruiserweight, them cruiserweights in the ring, they're not going to be 200 pounds, they're going to be 210, 215, some even 218, 220. So if Jose is going to get on the scales at 190, that's probably his lot, isn't it? He's not going to be able to add on to that. So
yeah,
the question I asked you were, do you feel that we should have like a light cruiserweight? You know, like an in-between, yes or no?
Yeah, I think we should. They do it with super welterweight, don't they? With welterweight and middle, so light middleweight, really, into super welterweight. You know what I mean? 154. But yeah, I think they should have they should do that. They usually we put in more belts out, don't they? And that, so
yeah.
And
okay. Canelo's talking about fighting Makabu. Do you feel that Makabu is the weakest link at cruiserweight out of the champions?
Yeah, I've only ever seen him fight once when Tony Bellew beat him for cruiserweight. I think it were at Goodison Park, weren't it? That's the only time I've ever seen him fight, really. But yeah, I definitely think he's the weak link at cruiserweight. But I were really surprised just that he went up to cruiserweight. I thought he was gonna work light heavy, just move up in weight. But I think I think as well that if he does fight at cruiserweight, he should vacate his super middles, do you?
Yeah, but the governing bodies are not going to want him to do that because he brings in that much cash for them all.
Yeah.
But do you feel that if Usyk fights Makabu, he should then call out Usyk to come back to £200 because he beat Kovalev, but he ain't got nowhere near beat Abid, has he?
No. Do you know when he fought Kovalev, Russ? He were middleweight then, and he went up to 2 weights, didn't he? So light heavyweight.
I think he might have had a fight at super middle with I'm going to say Ozzy Smith then. What's he called? Rocky Fielding.
Yeah. He that was at Madison Square Garden, weren't it? At WBA regular, I think. Yeah.
Give me a fight for him, wasn't it?
Oh yeah.
Do you feel then that Canelo was a bit of a cherry picker because when he were dominating at middleweight, he were making everybody bail down to 155, wasn't
he? Yeah.
So do you feel
he fought Liam Smith at WBL. I think that worked super well to her when Smith lost title to him. But yeah, I can remember when he fought. It said that it were a middleweight fight, but when he fought that were 155.
Do you feel that the sanctioning bodies like the WBC have got a lot to answer for letting somebody dictate what weight they fight at? If you're fighting for a belt and it's a middleweight belt, why do you have to drain them down to £1 above light middle? Why not let them put the full £6 on? That's just how I look at it anyway. I just think.
Yeah, I look at it the same as you, but the WBC, they've always been dictated to. I think Don King used to dictate to them, didn't
he? Yeah, he did. Yeah. Spence Crawford. Is it going to happen, Alex? What do you think?
I hope it does. I were impressed with Crawford against Porter at weekend.
It's a bit hot now.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, go on, keep talking.
Yeah, Spencer's got the WBC, IBF, and Crawford WBO, but it just depends. Spencer's a free agent as well now, leaving Top Rank. So, yeah, I hope it happens. Be a very good fight. I'd have to go with Crawford though.
You'd have to go with Crawford, would you?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm going to go with Errol Spence on that one. I just think that Errol Spence, I think he's got a little bit more power than the other one, and I think that a good big one beats a good little one. But then again, I always go against the grain.
Aye.
What do you think to his performance at the weekend, Crawford's against Sean Porter? Did you tailor-made for him?
I thought it were some rounds were close. He got the knockout in the 10th, and that I think his Porter's corner were a bit quick to end it. I thought he could have got when he got knocked down, but yeah, it were a very good fight, but I can definitely see Spence and Crawford fighting next year if the money's right for them.
Yeah. Interesting. Tommy Fury against Jake Paul. What do you think about all these YouTubers, Alex?
I think it's bad for boxing, Russ. Especially when you the couple of weeks ago when a boxer on, or them 8 boxers in that, they were fighting for the families to put food on table. And I think these YouTubers, obviously they're going to make more money in that, but I think it's a mockery to boxing fans, and to pay 20 quid on BT. I've looked at undercard, there's no one I've never heard of. Plus you'll hear John Fury blabbering on for about 2 hours on Sky Box Office, which is torture. But I'm lucky I've got one of them Amazon sticks, Russ, so I can get it all for free.
Who was shouting everybody about that, mate?
Uh,
Keep it to yourself.
I will.
Do you think that Jake Paul beats Tommy Fury on points in America?
Well, when Tommy Fury fought on his undercard, he fought. I think he'd only had one fight and he'd not fought for 3 years. I can see a points win for Jake Paul. I don't think Tommy Fury's any good, honestly. I think his. I don't even think he's like central area level, me. But saying again, Jake Paul, this is his first boxer he's ever fought. He's only fought MMA fighters, hasn't he, and rappers and all that. So
Yeah, I see where you're coming from. Do you feel that Tommy's sort of like piggybacked off his stepbrother's name?
Yeah, definitely. And money they're offering as well, like coming off all that Love Island bollocks, like, so yeah, he's but if you're in his shoes and you're getting offered £1 million and that, you're gonna take it, aren't you? So
He got 1.5 million to come if he beats him, hasn't
he? Yeah. Has he got to change his name to Tommy Fumbles or something if he loses or something?
He'll not do that, will he? If he gets beat, they'll just say they've been robbed, won't they? Like every time.
Well, Furies have said that they're going to disown him if he loses or something.
Well, with all the millions in bank, you don't think they're going to disown him, do you? Moving on then from the adventures of Tintin, white collar boxing. What do you think to white collar boxing at the moment?
I think it's good, really. Like it raises money for charity and that. You know, and it gives. I think I've seen it on the internet. They do 6 weeks training and some of these training when they're training up for the fight. 3 rounds with head guards on and that. But yeah, if it raises money for charity and good causes, then yeah, I think it's all right. Plus, it gives just the average person a bit into a boxer's world, like dieting and training and that. So yeah, but. You see a lot. I've heard a couple of white collar who've had a few of them fight, and then they think that they're a professional fighter as well. But yeah, but if it raises money and that for good causes, then yeah, I think it's decent.
Do you seriously think that any money goes to charity at all? Yes or no?
Well, I don't think it'll all go to it. I don't reckon.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Right. Anthony Joshua is walking about from gym to gym with all them people that hang around him, aka the hangers on, and he's speaking to all sorts of different trainers: Freddie Roach, Ronnie Shields, Eddie Reynoso, Virgil Hunter. He's got Robert McCracken, Joby Clayton, Angel Hernandez, is it? He's got all them people around him, and he's got that other guy who's been doing bits for him, his amateur trainer from Finchley. So eight people in his ear-roll telling him, giving him advice, this and that. You think it's overload, and you think he's torn and he doesn't know which way to go? I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah. I know he's been with McCracken from Olympics and all that, like, but yeah, he's been in America looking for different trainers. But I don't think, not all the time in boxing, that it's not always the trainer's fault. And you know, you see boxers change the trainers every so often and that, and it doesn't always make you win fights. My personal opinion, I think he overlooked Usyk a bit. His ring entrance, whenever I see a boxer laughing and dancing to the ring with bloody fireworks and all that, you know, the mindset right for the fight. You know, Tyson, when he used to come out with red down with we walking to the ring and that, like. But if I'd be a bit pissed off if I were McCracken, like, if he's looking for new trainers and all that. But I don't know who he's going to end up with. I don't reckon.
All right. Tyson Fury says he's going to be back February, March. Do you believe him?
No. No.
Why not? Why not?
I just think he's a once-a-year fighter now. When he were leaving, I've seen him on internet when he watched Jose at weekend, and he said that he'll sack all his promotional team if he don't fight in March time, February, March, April. But who's he gonna fight? You know, Dillian White's not gonna be fighting, so I just think it's a load of bollocks. But he gets it from John Fury, doesn't he? Talking shit.
Oh, John Fury, a big fighting man. Reading us. We love stuff to fight. We love it.
Oh.
What did you think to John Fury's comments about being 100 and odd and on the hard road?
That's what I mean. It's just painful to hear. He just talks that much bollocks. I watched the other day, I think it was on Boxing Social, and he was getting a tour of his Russian military caravan, and there was nothing in it. It was just a shell. But he does me head in. Like when I watched Tyson Wilder, watched it morning, I just fast forward him in BT Studios. God Almighty.
Okay. I can explain it. Yeah, we'll move on from John then.
Yeah.
Because MI5 might be watching us if they're watching John. Dylan White. He's in a bit of a pickle at the moment, isn't he?
Yeah.
Do you see him getting his title shot? Yes or no?
No.
Or
no.
do you think that he's rubbed everybody up the wrong way?
Yeah, I think he has. Russ. So I don't even think he wants to be heavyweight champion because he turned Joshua down at Wembley for $5 million. It's just how long's he had that interim? I know he lost it to Povetkin, but no, I don't even think he wants to have the fight. I just think he's a businessman for money, really. That's it.
Yeah.
He were going to fight with Otto Walding, weren't it? He pulled that injured other month, weren't it?
Otto Walding.
Yeah.
He pulled out of that fight.
Yeah.
He might regret that now.
Yeah, I don't think he were injured as well.
Yeah, he wouldn't have been. He'd have been thinking big pound signs.
Yeah, he's a businessman, Ross.
Yeah, he's a businessman. Right then. Okie dokie then. Well, listen, thanks for coming on, Alex.
Yeah, right. Thanks for having me, Ross.
No problem. What you got planned for the rest of the day?
I think I'm going to go pub for a couple.
Which pub?
Off work, so. Yeah.
Which pub?
Beverly Inn, have a few Guinnesses.
Beverly Inn?
Yeah.
On Thorn Road?
Yeah. It's opposite Ridgewood in Edenthorpe.
If you go a little bit further on down there, there's a really, really old petrol station opposite Tesco's, isn't there?
Yeah, opposite Tesco.
Well, I pulled in there with my mate, and we had a full load of Alliant back, and we were filling barrels that we read for next day. And you know who appeared out of them officers? I thought it was Navy, but it was Customs. Took me ignition keys, give me a £500 fine.
Oh,
so I ended up
sell a few cars there as well, don't they?
Yeah, I ended up sat in that Beverly Inn waiting for somebody to come down with some pennies for me because I didn't have enough on me to get me truck back. So I always have bad feelings about the Beverly Inn.
Yeah.
But yes, but it's all right. Like, it's been going years, that pub, hasn't it?
Yeah. It's I think it was built in '70s, Ross. Yeah, it's a good pub.
All right then. Well, listen, you have a good day in the pub, and I'll speak to you again. All the best,
Yeah,
Alex.
thanks for having me, Russ. Cheers,
Bye bye.
mate.
Bye bye.
Bye.